Hello everyone, how are you today? I am back. It's good to be back. It's been a moment since my last video, and those we don't know, we moved to Greece, and we've been living here now for a little over 3 weeks. As you can see, my music room is still under progress. It's nice. This is the nice part of the move process, because let me tell you, at this moment I hate my records. Well, now I'm loving them a little bit more again, because I'm unpacking and just got this Cadillac shelf, and but to my bummer, or well, how can I say, to my disappointment, today I noticed that my record player doesn't work anymore, which is over there. My trusty Pioneer from 1981 has failed me. It doesn't seem to get any power, but I have my tape deck still working, and I'm gonna have to get that fixed and or look for a new one. But hey, like I said, I can listen to my tapes, and this is also in connection with my vinyl finds, because some of these records that I want to show you, I didn't get to play them yet, because as you know, a few days ago only I set up some basic music listening corner here, and I could listen only 2-3 days of records, but didn't get to listen all of them. But those that I did listen, I want to give a brief. Why am I spacing out? I'm really rusty. So I'm gonna go pretty quickly through this all. Don't want to make this a too long one, but it feels good to have left Hungary, and I spent there almost 19 years. All right, so let's do the 7 inches first. So I've gotten these records in the last 2-3 months. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do vinyl find videos for those that I got last year and this year, but I haven't been making videos, but yada yada yada. First 7 inch, I'm going to show, these are all, by the way, from Scarecrow Records. Litovsk, which is French post-punk. I know everyone loves that term, post-punk band. It's I think they've been around almost now it's their 10th year, but I did not know this band until a few months ago, and very good if you like the current wave of French oi and street punk. You would like that one. And then this one, I had no idea of. Negatives. I think this is an Iron Lung Records reissue of this year. I think this is one and done kind of record, band from the States, and there's no exact knowledge of the original release date or year, but the band members suggest that it's 1979. Did I show already? Both sides same. I might edit this shit up, but obviously I'm not gonna give any needle drops. But if I feel like it, I might look from YouTube some clips here and insert them, so you don't have to. You're welcome. Okay, then to the 12 inches, The Outsiders, a short-lived UK punk band. This is their second and last album, if I'm not mistaken. But as much as I like the first one, I think I like this second one just a little bit more. Close up. It's a Mad Butcher Classics reissue. Really, really good sounding reissue. On red. Wonderful red. I do like me a red color wax, but not just any kind of red. The red on Ryan Kidd EP last year, spot on. But anyways, really good. I think this is from '79. So UK punk and rock and roll in that vein. And a couple of longer tunes as well. Just like on the first album, but really good, solid album. I like this a lot. And this one I haven't opened because I know the content very well. I got finally my hands on the Solid Red. I think this was the Record Store Day release of absolute classic, a banger, Wrong by no means no. I know Vinyl Richie has some troubles digesting this, but hey, I don't know. He said he would listen to it again, give it a new chance a month later. So I think it's about time we hear Vinyl Richie's latest take. What am I doing? I'm not gonna open this now. I do own the original. All right, carrying on. Plektani, Greek hardcore punk band. Also sealed. I didn't get time to spin this, but I have streamed it before I bought it. Really rad record. Okay, this next one I got in trouble on Instagram, because if you're following my Instagram, you have seen all this. But anyway, this album was removed by Instagram. Let's see what YouTube does. But Dwarves Must Die is an album that it's been on my want list for quite some time, because I think this is personally their last B+ album. Everything after that, although I haven't checked them that thoroughly, it just didn't really convince me so much. So I never really concentrated much on those albums. Everything up until Dwarves Must Die, which is I think 2004. 2004 originally, that's a 2013 reissue. And now that we added, let's say, Greedy Records. Black record with this kind of labels, and comes with a nice insert. But I mean, you have to love the Dwarves. Next one, more Greek stuff. This is supposedly, once again, I only streamed this one. This is Stigma, a Greek, supposedly first death metal band from '93. This was released on or tape, so it is a demo. And now Extreme Ear Slaughter, it's a Greek label which puts out banger stuff. Put this on vinyl for the first time, Epitaph. And it's just like one song on side B and 3 songs on side A. So, but it's technical, really cool 90s death metal, what you can imagine. I mean, I like that kind of death metal. It's still very technical, but it's not too technical. Came with some neat little insert photos and some explanation of the history of this band and recordings. Formed in 1986. It has pretty cool, like pus head type of artwork on their labels. Black vinyl, hence why I don't remove it from the sleeve. Alright, absolute classic. Latest Dark Throne, it beckons us all. I have opened it, but I didn't spin it. But I have also streamed it. How lame is this? I'm streaming music, but anyway, it was because of the move. I didn't listen. I had my turntable and everything packed for, because I was so eager to leave. Because when I knew we got to move and we can move to Athens, I started packing immediately things. And music things was for some reason one of the first things. Anyway, so that's why I was listening a lot, streaming music. Dark Throne, like how you expected. Still no metronome since 1987. This is just the normal black version, black vinyl. So, but let's see, because the labels are also neat. There you go. Great sounding recording. Once again, I like their lo-fi approach. That's how music should be. Stop with the fucking mixing wankery. All right, this one, Dead Ends Complaints. The first time I heard of this was, I believe it was Analog Attack. Yeah. Anyway, it's a British dude living in Japan, and he does this stream with some YouTubers coming and talking about new music, what they've been listening, and they were talking about this one. This is what the fuck was this? Indonesian? Philippines. This is their first album, and I think they did 3 records, and this German label, Merciless Records, which is on the sleeve as well, sticker like that. They reissued this year. It was a box set with all of them, and plus some extra goodies. But I bought this, and I'm waiting for the 2 others, for the sophomore and the 3rd record, to arrive here locally, and I will grab a copy of each. But after listening also online, this may be my favorite of those. But you know, this is kind of like, I think this is 80s, in the mid 80s. I think also Vinyl Richie got this very same one. Anyway, sounds a lot like Dead Kennedys to me. Singing at times, and the way it's just played, and the songs, structures and everything, the urgency. It sounds like In God We Trust and Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables era Dead Kennedys. But highly recommend if you like punk like that. Okay, let's just show the labels. Black Album once again. Got those kind of labels. I think it had some inserts and stuff. Some little leaflet ad of the thing. Nice lyric insert. No, a sticker. There it is, sticker. Don't you just hate it when sleeves are just barely the size that it goes in, but it doesn't bend it either. It's just enough. Anyway. Alright, another classic I had to get here. This is from another record store called Record House in Nea Smyrni. It was just €20. Good deal. It's a reissue of Back on Black series of the first Jam record. I didn't have this. I only have the Snap singles comp and the Montcon, what is that called? Yeah, great fucking album, I like it. Fantastic. Then the Vapids from Canada, also a band that I've seen around, a band flying around, but never really listened to it. And when I heard that it's a la style, the Queers and Riverdales and all that stuff, I was kind of like, back then especially, I was kind of burnt out on it. But I got this record for a deal in an electronics store. And look at that, the sleeve is getting bent with this shrink wrap. So I think even though it has that nice Hey Suburbia reissue, limited edition hype sticker, I think this shrink wrap must go. I just save the hype sticker for later. So the Vapids, how you pronounce it, drink beer. Really fun, and yeah, like I said, Ramones core, I would say. I was pleased about how good this album sounds. For such a 3-piece, it sounds, I think, very full and fun songs. I don't know why I'm stuttering now, but yeah, I was actually blown away how good this record was. Nothing new under the sun, but for me, it was something new that I discovered. New old, red wax. This kind of labels, both sides the same. Alright, and then one of my favorite records that I've been listening, this one I maybe listened the most the last 3 days while I had my turntable working. That was, I know I'm a little bit late on this one, but it's the Swan Song album of Coxbar, Hand on Heart. And it's a wonderful record. It's exactly what you kind of think you could expect from Coxbar, so I'm not gonna ramble more about that. I would just say that go get it. It's a good record, and it's not an expensive record. This is just a black, normal retail version. It is beautiful, and beautiful album, I say. And it has those good, real street punk songs like Mind Your Own Business, Nowhere to Be Found, My Forgotten Dream. Yeah, it's wonderful, wonderful songs. And with an insert, opening insert, with lyrics. The daylight is still enough for filming. Labels on that Coxbar. Alright, and I don't even remember how this is pronounced. This is a Greek hardcore crust band. This album came this year, and it's really fucking fierce. It's very metallic, it's very heavy at times, but it's definitely crusty and yes, AF. Yeah, cool labels. This is in collaboration with Scarecrow Records, Extreme Ear Slaughter that put out the Stigma earlier, Punk and Loud. and Walk the Line, 4-label collab. Yeah. Politically charged modern Greek hardcore crust. If you know, you know. And this last one, but definitely not least, this is another one that I didn't listen yet on this vinyl. Kriegshög. I believe it's pronounced Kriegshög. Kriegshög, Love and Revenge. This is another record that I heard on that same Analog Attack stream that I mentioned earlier, where I heard about the Dead Ends, and they also were hyping this. The guy who runs the show, I want to say it was Mike also, his name, but I know our friend Uncommon Pallor, Mike, has attended that show a few times. Anyway, very great, cool banger of a hardcore, and I really won't even, there's no word for me to explain, so here's a sample. Okay, that was it. Thanks for tuning in. I think my next video will be a VCLT unboxing video, and also I will show some VCLT that I got earlier in the spring, which I've been postponing, just because I want to do a VCLT video. And yeah, I hope I get back making videos more frequently again. We'll see once things stabilize. I need one more record shelf over there, and just because my room is smaller than it was in Hungary, but I'll make this work somehow. Again, thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you're all well. Rock on!